Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Wednesday evening. Hope you had a good day and, whatever it is, that was work or it was dog walking, kids runs, the gym. Hope you're looking after yourself and you've had a good one. We've got a pretty fascinating video. So we got this report that I was supposed to talk about actually a few days ago. So apologies, my hand is held up here looking to apologise. Basically, the report was that on Kenneth Taylor, the Ajax midfielder. We do also have a resurfacing story surrounding Ben Godfrey. I think I might trigger a few of you. Not me intentionally, but you know what I mean. So we're going to jump into both and we'll talk a lot about both of them and kind of the thoughts and feelings ahead of them. Just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. We're happy to have you. And let's jump in with Kenneth Taylor. So, Kenneth Taylor, Ajax midfielder, okay? Came from TEAMTALK that said, TEAMTALK can reveal a host of Premier League clubs are keeping close tabs on a highly rated Ajax midfielder ahead of the opening of the January transfer window. Tottenham, Aston Villa, Newcastle and Brighton have all taken an interest in Kenneth Taylor. So, on Kenneth Taylor, I was watching him actually earlier. I was going to actually record this a tad bit earlier, but I thought actually I'm going to spend some time watching a little bit more about him. And from what I saw, I was intrigued, okay? Because he plays a lot of football. Excuse me. Just had dinner. Clearly it's not, plays a lot of football for Ajax. And he is a central midfielder. But it was interesting because when I was watching a lot of him, a lot of the videos you actually found him were in sort of the last attacking third, a lot of close control, a lot of really nice touch link-up play, can really pick a pass into an 18-yard box, which, by the way, I think is certainly underrated. So when I look at Kenneth Taylor, let's talk a little bit about him first. So transfer market value him at 10 million euros. He is born May 16th, 2002, so he's 21. He'll be 22 in May. Central midfielder, like I said, for Ajax. Contract expires in the summer of 2027. This season, he's played 20 times, scoring 2 times, and obviously assisting 2. As you see on the video, I don't always need to do it like a PowerPoint presentation, but he's played a lot of football, just short of 1,500 minutes. So, look, I think Ajax are always going to struggle this year, regardless of what you think of them, because they got rid of a lot of first-team players. Okay, and when you're selling 5 or 6 first-team players, you're going to struggle. You think of like Mohamed Kudus, Lissandro Martinez, Anthony. Now, you may not rate, by the way, any of them, but at Ajax, they were brilliant. And we're talking about the Eredivisie where they've struggled. So I do think they've had a bit of a wobbly season in that regard. But on Kenneth, when I was watching him, he did give me a little bit like a Lo Celso style vibe to him. Probably, he's a little bit taller than Lo Celso. I think he's like 5'11", maybe 6 foot, something like that, somewhere in that realm. I was really impressed by his link-up play. Really, in reality, he travels with the ball really well, quite press-resistant in a way. A lot of times he's getting 2 or 3 guys around and he's sort of touching his way out of it, picking a pass. And that's the thing as well. I think Madders is great, right? Madders is great. He can pick a pass. He presses well. He isn't the most physical players, right? And that's probably one thing you'd say maybe is Maddison's downfall. But that's, to be honest, you're not gonna really be angry about that. He isn't. With Gio sometimes it's just his injury history, and he does get involved, he does tackle, he wanted a bit of Erling Haaland after the game on Sunday, but in all things, jokes aside, there are always negatives to a player. With Kenneth, maybe it's the defensive side of the game, but when you play in a 3-man midfield where you see Lo Celso right now as like that 10, that's where Taylor would play. So do Spurs go and get Taylor thinking Lo Celso may go? That's the only thing I can think about, because it doesn't make any sense to get him now when you've got Madders and Lo Celso. He's not the kind of midfielder we need right now. Now, they may look at it and go, look, Madders or Lo Celso is always going to miss time, so we need another. Maybe. Could you potentially put one of the guys who are doing really well in the youth team in that sort of category? I don't know. But no, I thought it was really interesting. And, he's got suitors for a reason. He's a good player. I just think we don't need that kind of midfielder, unless he was playing as 6, but I don't really see him defensively good enough to be a 6. You know, I like his technicality and his technical ability, but as a 6, yeah, just don't really see it. Let's talk Ben Godfrey. I know, panic, but I know, just wait, give me a sec. Let me just talk about it. It came from 90-minute in Graham Bailey, and he said that Tottenham are ready to step up the Ben Godfrey pursuit. England defender ready to leave Everton in January. Well, look, he's not playing for Everton, who are in the relegation zone. No fault in terms of like Dyche's management. It's more of the higher aboves not understanding financial fair play. Obviously, that was Spurs' fault. Don't forget, that was our fault because they wanted 80 million for Richarlison, and we said we'd only give him 60. Whoa. I tell you what, we're at fault. We should have taken those points deduction, I guess. Anyway, jokes aside, but look, he's not played for Everton, who, let's be nice, are a mid-table team without the points deduction. Because actually, they've had a decent season. They're picking up points. They've won quite a few games recently. They're one of the more informed teams in the league at the moment, actually. But look, he's not playing for them. And the only reason I can make sense of this, okay, now, you know me, try and pick up a few different avenues, try and make sort of sense of a few things. Hear me out. Follow me. The only reason they're doing this is a 6-month loan deal, right, to the end of the summer. Maybe a buy option of like 5 million, something like that, right? Where if he does really well, you go, do you know what? He's a capable pair of hands, you know, to be, you know, your 5th or 6th backup, you know, centre back. He can play right back as well, which I guess you could say, well, I guess it's another little bonus. He's Prem proven. He's not the best, but he's not the worst. I'd say he's somewhere maybe just past middle towards the worst. I wouldn't say he's middle of the pack. He's athletic. He's fairly physical. With the right coaching, could it work, right? Okay, there's one point. Second point, and I'm going to tap into some of you Levy haters, is Levy's kind of doing what he's done to other managers. You want that guy? Oh, he's gonna cost some money. Yeah, no, he's gonna cost money. Well, this guy, he's not gonna cost anything. Well, no, he's literally just as good. One's a Ballon d'Or winner, one's me. As much as you may have thought I was a Ballon d'Or winner, which I get. I know, I get. But you know what I mean? It's like taking the easy way out, taking the cheaper way out. And he'll sell it as, well, yeah, but we're saving that money for the summer when we can get a real guy in. Now, the way I look at it is and I've always tried to make sense of these sort of situations with a different idea. Do you go Lloyd Kelly free in the summer? So get the pre-contract signed, get him in the summer for free, and go, we're going to get someone else in for the 6 months with maybe a Cáceres, maybe, where you go, we're getting 2 centre-halves, fairly cheap, but we're getting 2 bodies in, if you know what I mean. Then it gives you time to maybe get Phillips a bit more up to speed, give him more time in the youth team. I don't know. I kind of was hoping I'd see a little bit of him already this season, but we haven't. You know, is Godfrey or Cáceres that much better than a Dorrington? Well, Andrew's been talking about Dorrington recently, saying he should be getting some game. Well, not should be. He could get some game time in the next few weeks, which I think is more exciting. And I think Andrew's going to want to see him before January because he wants to know if he can handle it. I'm not saying he's going to play in Newcastle at the weekend, which he's not. He's not playing against Newcastle at the weekend. But can we get him a game where we're expected to win comfortably? And we go, tell you what, why don't we get him on when we're like 2-3-0 up? Let's get him on for half an hour, just see what he's got. I wouldn't mind that. It's worth a punt. But yeah, the Godfrey one does confuse me, to be honest. Homegrown, I guess, but he's not really our player, so I don't get that. Got a worrying feeling about that one. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings about Kenneth Taylor. If you haven't had a little watch, then go have a little watch and then let me know. Obviously, Ben Godfrey as well. I know a few of you might give me your strong opinion about that one. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.